My name is Christian Joe, and today I'm going to be talking about a very, very vital topic. My topic today is why you beat her. Why you beat her. The simple question isn't that simple. This is a very, very vital topic that affects a whole lot of homes, and the effect of that pours out into our society. The truth is, when you look at the society and begin to look at what happens in the homes, you find that these same things are spreading or affecting our community one way or the other. So today I really want to take a look at when you beat your woman. I have been married for getting to 14, 15 years now, and there are a lot of things I've been able to observe while growing up, and most of these things are part of what I want to share today. When a man beats his wife, what does that mean? When a man beats his girlfriend, what does that mean? Why should a man beat a woman? Is it normal? Is it fun? Is it attractive? Is it sexy? Or I sometimes like to wonder why a man will beat his woman. Now, I remember some years back I traveled, and I was privileged to know a particular person. Now, before I go into the story, I'd like to make something very clear. The truth is, it doesn't matter if you are a spiritual person. Now, I'm talking about maybe the person is a pastor, or the person is an imam, or whatever. It doesn't matter, because I've seen cases where even people that you look up to as spiritual heads actually beat their wives. So, why do men beat their women? This is why I chose to talk about this today. First of all, I remember, like I said, when I traveled some time back, and a man of God I was privileged to know some years earlier, that was introduced to a church sometimes during that time as a wonderful man. He came with his wife, and we're all excited to have welcomed him and all that. Few years later, was found to be his wife beater. He beats his wife. He takes care of all the girls, all the ladies, but treats his wife like trash and actually beats his wife. Now, this is a story that went so bad that led to the death of that woman. This is not a case of the man not having money. This is not the case of the man not having an office in terms of spiritual office. This is not the case of the man not being learned, or the wife being a jobless person. The wife actually works in a bank. So it wasn't an issue of money. But the man beats his wife, and the end of the story was that the woman lost her life. So why do men really beat their wife? Is it an issue of illiteracy? No. I've seen illiterates who even marry more than one wife. They married 3, 4, and you see the wives living peaceably, and this illiterate man taking good care of them without having issues. So it is not an education thing. It is not an educational issue. It is a serious problem that needs serious solution. Now, let me ask you this question. When you find someone, let's even not assume that it is a man. Someone can be a man, someone can be a lady. True or false? Now, if it's true, if that someone takes a razor and begin to cut himself, or takes a whip and begin to whip himself, what will you refer to that? What will you refer that person to? What will you call that person? If you are a father to such a person, what will be your action? Certainly, if I were the father of such a person, I would rather take that person to a psychiatric hospital, because that means that person is sick. You don't beat yourself. You don't injure yourself. You don't maltreat yourself. If you're going to maltreat yourself, you are sick. Because the first thing you must give yourself is value. Anyone that truly loves himself will give himself value. Value is very important, because it is that value that will reflect who you are in the society. So if you inflict yourself by beating yourself, or whatever it is you choose to do to yourself, it means that you are now, it's abnormal. So it means that something is wrong with you upstairs and you need to see the psychiatrist. Now, this is what a lot of men actually do. Because the simple truth is this: your wife and you are one. True or false? Your wife, according to the scripture, is a part of you. You being brought to you to appreciate, to love, to cherish, to adore, to everything beautiful. It's like looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, wow, I'm beautiful, I'm awesome. And then instead of doing that, you make a fist and you begin to punch yourself in the mirror. You are sick. Simple truth. If you can look at yourself in the mirror, just try it. If you are a wife beater, try it one day. Look at yourself in the mirror and begin to punch yourself in the mirror. And see if you can video it, replay it and see. Do you look normal? Your wife is you and you are your wife. And that's why two becomes one. So please, if you are a wife beater, please remember that what you're doing is beating yourself. And when you beat yourself, you need to take yourself to a psychiatric hospital for treatment. It means something is wrong with you. How can you beat yourself to the extent you begin to feel pains all over your body and you still keep doing it? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Some people do it till they die. Isn't that a sickness? It's worse than AIDS. You need to know that your wife is a valuable asset. Your wife is a valuable asset. And you must protect her. Now, I'll tell you one simple truth. I remember something that happened some time ago. A man, you see, that's why a lot of time you have to be careful. When someone comes to you and says, I'm a man of God and all that, and tells you the story, those are not the criteria for a good husband. Find out who that person really is. I remember some years back, I was still yet to be married, when a supposed man of God told me the story of how he got married. Now, he told me he was a sister walked to him and told him that she's going to school, and since she's going for a nursing school, she needs him to pray for her because she would like to find a husband. So he prayed for her and she left. Meanwhile, he had already had a dream that she was going to be his wife. But he never said anything. After she left, she went to school, and she also had a dream in the school that she got married to the same man of God who prayed for her. Then, that became two witnesses. But still, these two couples, these two persons did not come together to get married. What happened next? The mother of the girl had a dream, and she saw the daughter and this same man of God getting married. And she shared it with the man of God. Then again, the brother of the girl, and the elder brother of the girl, also had the same dream of the girl getting married to the same man of God. Not enough, another brother in the church who had no idea of what is going on also had a dream that the same brother got married to the girl. So when all this came together and formed multiple information of dream, this thing is happening, the two persons decided to go into a wedlock arrangement, meaning that they were trying to give it a trial so they can actually get married. Now, this is where the interesting part of the story begins. Do you know that while they were in the courtship, while they were still trying to, study each other, plan towards how they will get married, there was a day I was walking past, and I walked past two of them quarreling. Quarrel, serious issue. The lady was all vain, she was going gaga. The man himself was angry. And I passed them and I walked away. Another time again, I saw them laughing, everything is cool. Another time again, I saw them fighting. And to cut the story short, this so-called man of God and lady had differences, serious ones, for a period of time, but still went ahead and got married. Now, after they got married, while she was about to give birth to the first child, they had multiple fights that involved parents, other people, church members, everybody to come and plead to try to see that the marriage issue is resolved, the quarrel is resolved several times. And one way or the other, she gets back to the home and the marriage continues, and she gave birth to the first child. And then they got into fight again, the marriage scattered. After a period of time, well-wishers coming to plead and everything, they continue again, and finally they gave birth to their second child, and the fight continues. This man and his wife will fight and fight and fight, and at the end of the day, they had to what? Part ways. The question here is, was it not clear to these two couples, these two persons, that they were actually going to be having a partnership of chaos? Did they need any spiritual thermometer or whatever to tell them that this thing is not going to work? The wife has a high temper. The man himself has a high temper. And two of them, every single opportunity, they jump at each other's neck. And yet they went ahead to get married. So when you are courting a guy and you find that this guy enjoys beating you, what are you supposed to do? I love you and get in. He will beat you, and he might beat you till you die. Why not be a wise woman? If a guy can take his hands up and punch you, that guy is not your man. First of all, a woman is different from your daughter. That's something every man must understand. A woman is different from your daughter. I use my whip to whip my daughter, but I cannot dare think of it to use a whip, talkless of fist, to get. I can't even imagine it. So you as a man that enjoys beating your wife must know that your wife is not your daughter. So please note it down. Whenever you want to beat your wife again, just remember you are not dealing with your daughter. You are dealing with an adult. Adults like you, and not just adults like you, you're dealing with yourself. That's the most important truth you need to understand. Your wife is you. And that is why, if you can take good care of your wife, God will take good care of you. Simple truth. Now, I believe I've said so many things in regard to this direction, but the most vital truth here is love. True love is understanding. True love is appreciating someone. True love is caring for someone. True love is seeing value in someone, even sometimes when they do the very hurtful things. I can't say my wife never hurt me. I can't say I've never gotten offended at what she does. But the simple truth is, because I love her, I have to look for ways to make those things right. It is better you confront your wife with words, not shouting and disturbing your neighborhood, but confront her in a better way and make her see reason with what is wrong, than putting up a fist and beating her like you can't even beat your dog that way, it will bite you. So talk less of beating your wife. If I were that woman, I would use a mortar to hit your head. Well, don't kill your husband, because that's another trouble. But please, on a more serious note, men, let's stop beating women. They are not our punching bags. They are wonderful people. They are special people. They are loving people. And I love my wife. And I would love to see men loving their wife and treating them very, very special. With this, I'll say thank you. If you love what I've just said, please subscribe, follow, and share so we can reach out to more people and enlighten them.